Let me start by telling you about an innovator and a founder of a company that encourages girls to do coding, programming robotics, and engineering. The founder of Girls Will Code, ulitin ko, Girls Will Code, Isabel Sie, has started coding at the age of 10 when she won a Star Wars costume contest. Young Isabel has created an application or app that produces the R2-D2 sound by pressing a button of her costume. From an R2-D2 sound production app for a Star Wars costume to founding a company that will produce more young innovators like her, Isabel, at her young age, has contributed a lot, not only to the science community, but also to the country. Stories like this represents the national innovation landscape, which brings me back on how things were 10 years ago. Isabel is one of the 7 young innovators awarded with a research grant of 400,000 by the Innovation Council, the DOST Philippine Council for Industry, Energy and Emerging Technology Research and Development shared during their 7th anniversary last June 29. The Young Innovators Program, or YIP, is one of the programs launched by the Innovation Council, which provides funding support to researchers as young as high school level who are interested in research activity for a maximum of 1 year under a mentor. Did you know that 10 years ago, or in 2007, Facebook went global? And on the same year, Apple introduced the original iPhone that garnered Time Magazine's Best Invention of the Year. Of course, it took 70 days for iPhone to reach 1 million units sold. 2000 was the start of a number of technology innovation breakthroughs. Google bought YouTube. Airbnb was conceptualized. It's a technology masterpiece that provides online marketplace connecting travelers with local hosts. And on that same year, the internet reached 1.2 billion users. That is the global scenario. And while Apple rides its first iPhone hype and Radiohead changes the music industry by self-releasing an album online, the Department of Science and Technology was also working on harnessing the innovativeness of the Filipinos when it launched the National Innovation Strategy called Filipinnovation. Ulitin po natin lahat. Filipinnovation. In 2007, DOST spearheaded the launching of National Innovation Strategy with the goal of strengthening human capital, supporting business incubation, and accelerating efforts, creating a policy environment, and upgrading the Filipino mindset toward a culture of innovation. What we want to achieve are these 3 strategic goals. Number 1, a competitive and multidisciplinary workforce that is competent in producing value-added, knowledge-based products and services at global standards. Number 2, competitive local firms driven by or born out of constant innovation brought about by research and development. And number 3, a public policy environment that ensures continuous innovation. Fast forward 10 years. Today, the innovation culture in the Philippines is at its peak. The MSMEs and the local RDIs, Research and Development Institutes, have stepped up their work and have been very active in R&D and innovation since the passing of the Technology Transfer Act of 2009. By the way, for those of you who do not know, Secretary de la Peña is the father of the technology transfer law. Technology business incubators, or TBIs, like the UP Cebu TBI, the West Visayas Green TBI, are just one of the many TBIs that were established in universities in different parts of the country. Moreover, the OST is not only working underground and the ocean, it has also reached the space. the very first Filipino microsatellite, Diwata 1. By next year, we will be launching Diwata 2. At this point, I'm proud to inform you that science, technology, and innovation has a bigger role in boosting the economy. The Philippine Development Plan, or PDP 2017 to 2022, has a dedicated chapter, Chapter 14, for Science, Technology, and Innovation, that highlights the significant role in making the Philippines a globally competitive knowledge economy by vigorously advancing STI.
To the possibility of more innovations that we can produce and utilize in the coming period. I would like to mention here that we are proud that we have arrived at a certain point when innovations are being given top priority in the program of government, and we have a very, shall we say, enthusiastic participation from the private sector. As evidence of the top high priority given to innovations, we can, again, to the point of being repetitive, in the 10-point agenda of President Duterte, there is that item which says promoting science, technology, and the creative arts to enhance innovative capacity for sustainable development. So the word innovative capacity is one of the, to me, the more significant words that are mentioned. And today also, with the approved Philippine Development Plan of our country for the period 2017 to 2022, there is a chapter, and to be exact, chapter 14, which is entitled Vigorously Advancing Science, Technology, and Innovation. This actually leads to the ultimate goal of developing innovation-driven, infrastructure-enabled, and import-export competitive and inclusive Philippine industries, where this is characterized by deep participation, particularly by our small and medium enterprise sector in the regional and global production network and the global value chains. We should probably erase from our minds the perception that when we talk of innovations, only the researchers, the scientists, the inventors can contribute, because the innovations can come from the shop floor, from our small entrepreneurs, and you can see, if you go around our exhibit area for the Small Enterprises Technology Upgrading Program or setup, we have here evidences that our small entrepreneurs can really create and introduce substantial or significant innovations in their operations. Now, last June, we had a landmark event, and I think this is very significant because the Department of Trade and Industry and DOST has found a way of converging its initiative, particularly in the innovation roadmap that shall we say, encourages our startups and encourages our enterprises to innovate. So that was the so-called Inclusive Innovation Conference of 2017, which revolved around the 4th Industrial Revolution. DOST is a stakeholder in the opportunities expected from the so-called 4th Industrial Revolution, including the ways to address the challenges for innovation in the country. And that was a memorable day because we signed an agreement that we will collaborate in implementing the innovation roadmap. We certainly hope that there will be other line agencies that will join us, and I think this will be made possible because the two of us, Secretary Lopez and myself, are really working hard that this innovation framework or roadmap will be achieved or accomplished.
I am pleased to be with you today to celebrate 10 years of bringing about change and ushering in progress for our people through science, technology, and innovation. I'm certain that had he not been on official travel abroad, Secretary of the DTI, Secretary Ramon Lopez, would have loved to be here and see for himself the impressive display of Filipino ingenuity. On his behalf, allow me to deliver these remarks. DTI greatly appreciates that DOST has been championing innovation or Filipinnovation in our country over the last 10 years and the critical role that science and technology plays in nation building. This is particularly valuable as we continue to embark on a higher growth trajectory resulting from the resurgence of our manufacturing sector and sustained macroeconomic stability. And it is in this context that the DTI has been implementing a new industrial policy, with government acting as enabler of the private sector, which in turn remains the driver of economic growth through investments and entrepreneurship. This policy, through the Comprehensive National Industrial Strategy or CNIS, which aims to harmonize the country's plans for the agribusiness, industry, and services sectors, ensure coordination between and among concerned national and regional agencies and stakeholders, and leverage sectoral programs towards an integrated approach for the country's industrialization. Under the CNIS, 5 industries are prioritized: manufacturing, infrastructure and logistics, agribusiness, IT/BPM, and tourism. And there are around 15 more specific industries and activities under these 5. Essential in the CNIS is the recognition of the dynamic interplay between competition, productivity, and innovation as factors affecting industry growth. And as such, our industry development programs are geared towards enhancing competition in the market, providing support for improving firm and industrial productivity, and promoting innovation in economic activities. In line with this, DTI is grateful to the DOST for their various programs and projects that benefit our local firms and industries. And these include technological facilities such as ADMATEL, research grants, those which were mentioned by the Secretary a while ago, NICER, RDLID, CRADLE, and BIST, and other technical assistance the Department and its attached agencies extend to our MSMEs in their pursuit of greater productivity and value creation.
Allow me to introduce to you our product, which we call TruTech. TruTech is a coating for whole fresh fruits, and it is derived from natural materials that are available in the Philippines, and it is water-based, not wax-based.
I will have to convince you that shrimp is the highest valued aquaculture commodity being traded worldwide. And this is backed up by a data. Next slide, please. In which almost 19% of all the aquaculture commodity being traded worldwide is being accounted for the shrimp industry, even higher than that of salmon and tuna combined.
I would like to present to you about a possible solution to problems of low productivity and for increased income and yield.
Members of the science and business communities, good afternoon. My name is Divina Ramiliano from the Zamboanga Peninsula Food Innovation Center, a project of the Department of Science and Technology with Zamboanga State College of Marine Science and Technology as host institution. I was given this rare opportunity to share with you our simple technology, a product called sea grapes powder.
You know, for us, innovation is not really that kind of sophistication. So it might be very simple, but as long as it can solve or provide solution to a problem, can be able to enhance the quality, the competitiveness, and the market potential of our products and services. In fact, yung aming catchphrase sa packaging is bringing packaging innovation to reality. So in this case, kaya sinasabi namin that in my presentation, I will show you how the technology or how the packaging innovation works for us. It works for durian. Example, yung nakalagay namin dito tagline is sealed for freshness. So tingnan natin.
I'm here to present our technology called STAMP, or STAMP is Standards and Testing Automated Modular Platform. So measurements is actually involved in around 97% of most of our exports. The only ones that are not measured are really the human resources as well as financial resources. 70 to 60 to 90% of our domestic market actually requires some kind of measurement during its product lifetime. And precision and accurate information is really vital to manufacturing in the country.
And in this particular project, we're focusing on a web-based collaborative platform that will help parents, therapists, doctors monitor the progress of children with special needs.
I'm here to present our technology developed, which is called the CNC router, or we tag it as a super lilo machine. Like our super mom, they can do a multitasking job in our house. We're a super mom that always there to help us, but we develop a super lilo, no, that can create a variety of different products, especially for our wood furniture or wood industry.
Of an acronym way back in 2014 in June, during the Fisher Anniversary. It's called the Portable Potable Water Equipment for Disasters and Emergencies, or the PWEDE project.
Okay, ingredients of innovation. This one I got from the Washington Post, and it says that we need manpower and leadership, we need equipment and facilities, and this is the topic of our short presentation this afternoon. Conducive environment. To me, what that means is procurement, right? For our researchers, easy procurement processes, and of course, number 4, funding.
Technologies and R&D that we have done to our company through the OST's help the past 10 years. So if we can play the presentation. So I'm going to talk about the impact it had on our company and the impact it has on our consumers. I am Marvin. I am the VP for Sales and Marketing for Mega Global Corporation.
My name is Nandi Esguerra, and I own Mapatmal Foods, and Mapatmal Foods is specializing in the manufacture of calamansi juice. Actually, it's all citrus-based, like dalandan kasama siya, also in calamansi, and then we started blending calamansi with mangosteen. So let's start with the explanation kung bakit kami ganito ngayon, ganito kami ngayon tsura namin, at kung bakit kami nagkaroon ng ganitong klaseng negosyo, ay dahil sa ang DOST, sa lahat na sa kanila, isa-isa silang nagkaroon ng importanteng bahagi sa amin kung paano kami natulungan.
Okay, anyway, I am Lucky Doctor of Longleaf Pharma and Nutridense Food. Our company is a manufacturer and distributor of various food products using technology of DOST, particularly from FNRI. I got 8 of them. Since 2013 to date, we have adopted 8 Philippine technology-based products that are now distributed to several nutrition undertakings such as feeding program, healthy snacking, relief and emergency food packs, in collaboration with various partners like DepEd, DSWD, and more.
I think we were given a lot of lectures from government as well as experience by the private sector how to innovate. And let me just try to capture what has happened during this half-day forum. We were treated by Secretary de la Peña about the history of innovation, of Filipinnovation for the last 10 years. And it's still going strong and will be stronger because Secretary de la Peña offered leadership to the DTI, which DTI has accepted. So we'll expect probably more vigorous Filipinnovation in the years to come with DTI at the helm.